Hey there, my name is Davison, and we are discussing the bombshell news that just dropped today that OnlyFans is banning explicit adult content effective October the 1st, 2021. No, this is not an April Fool's joke. This is not a troll. This is not a prank. What you once knew as the premier source for amateur porn is going the way of the donkey. The only thing that you will be allowed now to post on OnlyFans is tasteful nudity. So they have not outlined exactly what that is yet, but the hardcore material that once was the lifeblood of OnlyFans is going away. So what are your reactions to this? So in my opinion, this is going to hurt a lot of sex workers because OnlyFans is the most recognizable adult website currently, I would say, outside of Pornhub in the world that people can privately pay for. People have built million-dollar businesses, actually multi-million-dollar businesses off the backs of OnlyFans. And it's unfortunate that they used sex workers in a way to build their empire. But as we all know, if we are creators on any website, we are subject to its terms and conditions, which may change at any given time. So I feel sad for the women and men that did not prepare their businesses for this moment, which may or may not have ended up being inevitable. And so Cryo Keen's reaction so far is, I honestly thought about getting an OnlyFans. I guess it's too late. Well, you have a couple months left. So if you want to try your hand at OnlyFans, haha, that was a joke. If you want to try your hand at OnlyFans, you got until October the 1st, although I don't know whether or not they'll be approving new accounts as much. Now, this change does not impact me because I am a model, full disclosure, but at most I am a nude model. I have never engaged in sex acts on camera. I've never done anything sexually explicit. I was a professional model for over a decade before I started doing online influencer stuff. So I imagine everything I've produced is very artistic and tasteful and involves, as I said before, no touching, no sex acts. So my account's going to be okay. But I actually have been backing off of OnlyFans for a while now because it was exhausting to continuously talk about that. And it didn't fit my brand. Like my brand, as you can see on this channel, I am somewhat of a documentarian. I'm political. I'm all about health. So doing that type of content, it kind of drags your public image down, or at least people focus on it more than on your other work, which I found personally kind of sad. I'm all about the body liberation, though. I'm all about women's sexual liberation and men's. If you want to do something consensual that isn't illegal and you want to charge money for it, power to you. You do you, boo-boo. But I see the complications in terms of mixing up your brand image with more hardcore material because people view you differently and certain businesses view you as more of a risk. So I'm going to your reactions. OnlyFans is banning nudes. No, they're not banning nudes. They're banning explicit content. So I imagine that's going to be within the confines of anything that involves a sex act. So sex acts usually involve touching yourself, touching someone else, penetrative sex, but basic nudity like toplessness, I don't think they have any intentions of banning. They have not been clear on the specific terms or community guidelines yet, but this is going to get a lot of sex workers scrambling to remove content on the website or re-upload their content somewhere else. And this is a huge business opportunity for someone who wants to steal the business of OnlyFans. OnlyFans has $1 billion valuation. This is enormous. Hit the like button, please, if you're here. It helps to share this broadcast. I want to get the opinions of everyone. If you're a sex worker and you're in the room, please, sound off on how this is going to impact you, whether or not, you thought this was coming. We had some warnings of it months ago, but then it was dispelled as a rumor. Well, it seems like a lot of things that are initially dispelled as rumors online wind up being unfortunately true. So Danny says, bye-bye Belle Delphine. Well, yeah, she was making over $1 million a month. I only maximum made like 10K a month. So, and like I said, my business has always been more diversified, and I never wanted to be known as a porn star. I'm a model. I'm an artist. So this is less devastating to me. Plus I saved my money. But it's definitely going to impact the lives of a lot of people. By the way, if you are if you are on OnlyFans and you object to this, you can join Patreon. Mind you, Patreon also bans sex acts. So you might, this is just an argument for diversification. So Cryokeen is laughing. United States Marine says, such bullshit. What's going to happen to all my blowjob girls? What the fuck? This will not stand. Why? Why is this happening? I uploaded like a joking video to Instagram where I played Mad World by Gary Jules, and it was like, oh no, my money. Where's my titty money? I didn't say titty money. I don't know if anyone got it, but this is the biggest news as far as I'm concerned as a content creator of the day. A lot of girls on TikTok are going to be devastated by this. And guys, I always think of sex workers more in terms of the female perspective, but there are a significant number of male sexually explicit content creators as well. You like amateur porn, so does most people, Maureen. Cracking says, thank you for the news. My pleasure. This is within the scope of my business, right? Because this is my, more mainstream channel. I have my edgier channel. But as I had said before, I have never done sex acts. I don't do customs. I am a model. I am a nude model at worst. So I will apparently be okay throughout this change. But I've been backing off of OnlyFans for a while now. Even though there's still a gallery with tons of my content, I see myself differently than just confining myself to kind of an erotic image of myself, or confining myself to being an erotic influencer. I never saw myself that way. I saw myself as a model. So, hey, Alden, I lost a bunch of people. Have I been making sense, guys? This was a lot for me to process. It was actually my roommate who knocked on my door, and he's like, you might want to know this. And I was like, what? He's like, they're banning sexually explicit content from OnlyFans. And I was like, no way. I'm like, yeah, well, it's fine, because I've been like backing off of it and investing more energy into Patreon, and I've never been sexually explicit anyways. But I feel terrible for the people that it's going to devastate. There are people that are going to lose millions of dollars over this, unless they transfer their library to another website that steps out. Cocoscope, Piper, I'm going to DM Piper. Piper, step up, step in, provide an alternate platform for these people, because there's going to be the OnlyFans refugees, and where will they go? Yeah, RIP OnlyFans. You never know what's coming, my friends. That's why when you make a lot of money, you got to save that money. You got to, hope for the best, prepare for the worst. We've seen this socially recently. We're seeing this now with OnlyFans, and social media is only, unfortunately, which is terrible, on the mainstream websites getting more and more restrictive. That's why I published that video, by the way, in terms of alternate social media platforms with less censorship. Please start populating those websites. They are not just for crazy right-wingers. They're for everyone who wants a freer life online, which we all deserve and need. We don't want to give in to big tech or government control, correct? This is good news. So why is it good news, Air Jaff, in your opinion? Am I single? Yes, I am single. But I have very specific tastes, so good luck. I love real women, says Maureen. I was going to start an OnlyFans and use a blowjob machine on myself. Such shit. There are other websites. Okay, I should right now look up OnlyFans alternatives for people to help them out. So here we go. Let's use the Google machine. OnlyFans alternatives. For sex workers. So 7 platforms sex workers can use instead of OnlyFans. Of course, it's pay-gated, paywalled. Can we please not? I just refresh the screen until it shows me the fucking article. There we go. So they are huge article, of course, to just like get to the point. So there's Pocket Stars, Many Vids, Avian Stars, It's My Girl. Ooh, that's a creepy name. Frisk, Just for Fans. Was that it? Just for Fans, Frisk, It's My Girl, AVN, Many Vids, and Pocket Stars. Oh, and Fan Centro. So those are your alternatives. And Cocoscope. I will reach out to Piper. Piper, make a video. Make a fucking video, Piper. You could get so many clients right now. Model Hub's another good one. Okay, thank you. So Steppy says, isn't that what OnlyFans is known for? Yeah, that's what it's known for, but they just crossed $1 billion valuation and they're seeking funding, and payment processors don't like adult content. So it's been increasingly hard for them to reassure potential investors that their site doesn't pose significant financial risks. So they, instead of sticking with, its porn origins, they are evolving with the times and they are following the money. Although we'll see. Because OnlyFans is just going to become a glorified Patreon. And I'm sorry, Patreon's better. Patreon's not better in the sense that you can't get tips on Patreon. You can't create additional paid sets on Patreon. I'm very disappointed in Patreon for not allowing those options, because I would run all of my business through Patreon, though Lord knows running all your business through one website is a risk. What was I going to say? Yeah, I guess people are just going to have to tone it down. Sorry, I somewhat lost my train of thought. Hit the like button if you're here. So I'm going back to the comments. Lover fans, Many Vids, Fan Centro could get a bump in traffic, says Donnie. Thank you for that. John says, a lot of girls switched from Many Vids to OnlyFans. Bet they regret that now. Well, now they're going to have to switch back. We never know, right? We never know what's coming. When you build your empire on someone else's territory, prepare for it to get taken away from you, unfortunately, at any time. That's why I keep a huge archive of my videos and content. Some people literally will produce a video, upload it to YouTube, and never download a copy. That is foolish, because your videos are your life. Your photos are your life. They're your money. So you got to keep copies of them, because these sites come and go, right? We see that TikTok is booming now. It might not always stay that way. Cocoscope is out of the running. Oh, really? So she shut down. That sucks. Steppy says, if they want new investors and the people to go to them, look for that. Aren't they shooting themselves in the dick? Like I had said that other broadcast, don't shoot yourself in the dick. That's working against yourself, possibly, because Patreon is doing well, but I don't think they're doing as well as OnlyFans. So, influencers need a way to charge for premium content, because we don't make enough in ad revenue, and we make less and less because of short form video. Like I have a video here that got 1.3 million views. I only made $100, $100 off of 1.3 million views. Tell me how I'm supposed to live off of that. That's why I still show my boobies on the internet, because ad rates don't pay me enough. And the other alternative is, okay, you can sell merch, or you can do sponsorships and brand deals, but sponsors are frequently too cheap, really complicated to work with, slow you down, take a month to work with, drain you of your emotional and creative energy. So the thing that creators need to really rely upon is fans. So if you love a creator, try to pay them at least $5 a month. That's why also too, all these news websites are starting to charge for, to access articles, because it's unsustainable with the ad model. But it's sad that it's come to this for explicit content creators. What other things are there to do, Al? If you're a content creator, and I have been a content creator now for almost 14 years. I consider myself a professional, an expert at this. I have one channel here that has 35,000 followers. I have another one with 65. I have 60 something on TikTok. Your energy is spent in the day maintaining your body, because you got to look fucking hot, because nobody wants to fucking look at someone who's ugly, generally speaking, which fucking sucks, but such is life. So you got to work out. That's take away 1-2 hours of your day. Then you have to plan the videos you're going to make. Okay, so that's another hour. Then you have to shoot the videos. That's another 2 hours. We're at 5 hours. Then you have to edit the videos. That's 3, 4, 5 hours. We're at 10 hours a day. Then you have to post them on all these different websites. We're at 11 hours a day. I'm sorry. What time is there left to then attend to sponsors, sell products? I mean, if you are a team, you can do that. But it's very challenging as someone who generally works as a small team to run all sorts of aspects to a business which originally you got into to be creative and because you were talented at being a presenter, right? And my passion, I've always been slightly business minded, or no, not slightly. I've always been equally business minded in so much as I am also an artist. So I've diversified. I never was just edgy. I have two identities for a very clear reason, partially because I have more than one set of interests, right? I do enjoy being experimental and sexy, but I also enjoy thoroughly educating people like I have on this channel, being political, making really valuable videos about health. I'm a humanitarian. I want to help the world. So I diversified. And so far it's resulted in maybe not my immense popularity, but my survival. How receptive is Patreon to adult content? Yes, well, on Patreon, their rule is you can show nudity as long as you do not engage in sex acts. So you can show full frontal, but it's the moment you touch yourself or use a dildo or have a partner, any sexual activity, that's a no-no. And Patreon is great because if you violate their guidelines, they will email you and they'll fix it with you. I love Patreon, but I have issues with it because their platform is a little bit clunky. They don't always notify your fans. Like some people aren't aware that I've been posting videos for months since I, recovered. And they're like, oh, you've been back? I was like, yes, I've been back for like 6 to 8 months. And you didn't know because Patreon wasn't notifying you. And they don't have, as I said, tipping, which they need to integrate, nor can you sell additional or upsell paid sets to members, which I really wish Patreon would integrate because I made so much money off of OnlyFans that way. So Donnie says, Lover fans got started by catering to content that was too kinky. Oh, really? For OnlyFans. Be interesting to see how it deals with an influx of more vanilla stuff. So Alden says, OnlyFans is going to go the same way Tumblr did. Okay, hit the like button if you think OnlyFans might lose popularity after this move. Air Jaff says your objection to OnlyFans is that you can't get free content from it. Well, you should pay for your favorite creators because honest to God, we can't make this our job unless you contribute, right? You should thank the men that do contribute and the women. You should get into the Twitch hot tub streams. I wanted to. Remember, I booked a hotel at the beginning of July. Then I got strep throat. When I tried to rebook the hotel, it was, I'm sorry, like $4,000 for a week. So I was like, okay, well, that's not going to fucking happen. And then I got sick again at the beginning of August because I am really not lucky. And I haven't, returned to it since because I've been busy with many other things. But yeah, I want to do it. It seems like it'd be fun. But I don't want to be just about that, as you know. I'm too political, I'm too intellectual, I'm too creative and artistic to be just about the sexy fun times, right? But yeah, I'd love to try it at least once. Why not? It seems like fun. But I bet those girls get cold. I bet those girls get cold. And I have to finish a Patreon video today, by the way, though this has interrupted my afternoon. I was about to go do another bath modeling video with like some specialized lights, but that's not happening because this is like breaking huge news. I'm surprised only 3 people liked the fact that they think OnlyFans is going to go under. I expected more likes, guys. So Al Bokeh says your YouTube content should be more niche. It seems a bit all over the place. You probably could have a few channels or a channel about a few things. Yeah, I can't, but that's the thing. At this point, I have 2 channels monetized, so I don't really have a choice. It's pretty clear what my main channel's about. Don't think it's all over the place at all. It's me trying out stuff that's edgy. It's me being edgy, right? Adult humor kind of thing. This channel has been a bit about the Ian series. It's also been about health and it was about TikTok tutorials, but I've backed off of TikTok because they're a very strongly censorship driven website and I don't agree with it. So I backed off of making, as many tutorials about them. Plus I love making tutorials, but equally, I'm also, I mean, I am who I am, right? I have to make a decision, you know, do I want to function as a brand? Do I want to hop all over the place? I mean, my happiness seems to lie in having multiple genres. So this is what it is. You know, people either going to get it or they're not. I mean, I have made the entire Ian series, and that resulted in the explosion of this channel, but I do many things. And I mean, I agree. If YouTube made that easier for me, trust me, I would make micro channels, but I can't do that. My name of my other channel is Davison Video. Is 64,000 subscribers. So everyone's melting down on Twitter. Let's read some reactions on Twitter, gentlemen. By the way, if you tip me $5, I'll spin the wheel. I'm going to be poor. Because no, I was never doing explicit content on OnlyFans. I have, though, lost thousands and thousands of dollars a month by backing off on OnlyFans and raising my rates, by the way. It is what it is. I made a choice. But my Patreon is very much still active. Patreon.com/DavisonVideo. Several hundred videos, only $15. Absolutely worth your investment. So let's see what Twitter's saying. You can also applaud my videos here. Any video that I've ever uploaded, you can send me a tip, like $2. If something I post is great, you want to encourage me, just send me $2. Okay, so OnlyFans. Jarvis says, I'm seeing a lot of people trying to dunk on sex workers because OnlyFans is changing their policies like, haha, I guess the unemployment rate is going to go up. That's a bad take. Sex work is work. I absolutely agree with that. Latest. It's very weird to be excited about OnlyFans no longer being a space for sex workers. Like, you're a full-blown hater if that excites you. Yeah, of course. There's always been misogyny and misandry involved in, you know, hating on sex work, and that sucks. You know, it's an easy place for someone to channel their hatred of other human beings and disrespect, maybe the resentment because they don't have free access to it, and that's unfortunate. It's too bad it has a stigma because it seems like most men are consumers of it. Very few men aren't. She's a beggar. I'm not a beggar. Sweet pea. I'm a lover, not a beggar. Okay, so be sure to sell your OnlyFans stock ASAP. The app has now died and won't be worth a damn thing by the end of the week. Don't say I didn't tell you so. I didn't realize that they were already publicly listed. So Salem says, I just woke up at 3 p.m. Okay, so is OnlyFans just banning kink stuff like we can still post porn, correct? No, incorrect. You can only post nudity. So your titties are welcome on OnlyFans, as is your booty, but not sticking your fingers where the sun don't shine. I think that's what the rules are going to be. I'm not an expert on this. OnlyFans has not completely clarified its policy, but know that if you were posting joy vids, solo vids, couple vids, triple vids, you won't be able to do that anymore. This is huge. It's huge. It's bigger than your Conqueror is very sad. Simps, support your local beautiful thought, and I say thought lovingly, on Patreon and other websites. Go and find their socials, follow them on Instagram, follow them on their TikToks, follow them on their Twitters, although TikTok is more risky. You know, and follow them wherever they go. This is also an argument for making a website and capturing people's emails, because when shit like this goes down, you have to notify everyone, hey, I'm not going to be available on this website. You have to follow me here. And by the way, if I was a beggar, this is me doing work right now. I think I've described the issue very clearly. I'm hosting an entertaining live stream. So if anything, you're a freeloader. Awaken says, maybe they're trying to protect the younger generation of women who look up to OnlyFans creators. Well, you're making a moral judgment about that. What is your moral objection to somebody charging for pictures of their nude body or for videos of them doing sex acts? So fuck OnlyFans, don't support them, move to their competition, watch their profits plummet, says Mick on Twitter. Robert says, sorry, you can't make money on OnlyFans anymore. You'll have to earn bank the old-fashioned way, making infographics about current events on Instagram. I don't get that joke, sweetheart. So Chakra says, OnlyFans got the BBLs scrambling. I hope people were really saving. They used dildo money to propel their business only to abandon the creators before going public. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yep. So this is huge. This is absolutely huge, my friends. If many of it's traded publicly, buy now and you get rich quick. Absolutely. What do you guys think about somebody that chooses to have an OnlyFans? Truly. Are you conflicted? Like, are you a consumer of that content, but yet you still kind of value judge the people whose content you're consuming, and you would never consider dating a sex worker, and you don't put them on equal social status as women who choose not to do that kind of work? Al says, because it ruins relationships when women get older and wonder why they are alone. That's not true. No, it doesn't. You know who ruins relationships? A lot of young men, unfortunately. People ruin relationships. I don't wonder why I'm alone. I'm alone because what's out there is worse than what's on OnlyFans sometimes. Not all the time. And I also have very specific needs. I need a hot guy who's very intellectual and open-minded. And it's been hard. I need a guy who can keep up with me. And that would apply even if I had never shown my breasts on the internet. Like I plan in the future, if anybody ever questions me about nude images of me, I'll be like, yes, I have breasts and I have a butt. Yes, you have a butt too. We both have butts. Thank you for bringing that up. Thank you for bringing up that I have breasts. Thank you. So Redacted says, hey man, I don't judge anyone who profits from their appearance or sex work or otherwise. I learned long ago, if you got it, flaunt it. Yeah, if you've got any talent or skill, use it, because the world is a very challenging place. Has that not been proven to you unequivocally recently in the pandemic? Work hard at what you're good at. Oh, thank you, Ingvi. How are you? So Donnie says, and I totally agree with you, Donnie, sex work is just that, work. People who make millions on OnlyFans are the extreme minority. They are. Joseph says, this is pretty funny. I just signed a petition to end OnlyFans yesterday. Why? Why, my friend? Donnie says, the internet loves dunking on sex workers. I agree with you. So Al says, most men, or A1 says, most men don't want to wife a girl doing that kind of work. Straight up, you can just agree. Yeah, most men don't. Most men don't, but that's not my problem. I mean, I don't do sex acts. I want to make this clear. I've said this multiple times in this broadcast. I'm a model. I started as an agency model, like not a scam agency model, like legitimately I've worked for various corporations. But I was a commercial model and a beauty model. So I'm an artist. So I've always been about body liberation and using nudity in a creative and a unique way. And that's why I assembled a fandom. That said, I do not do camming. I do not do sex acts. I never crossed that line. But there are a lot of women that did and a lot of men that have, and they are going to lose a lot of money very soon. That said, let's spin the wheel. I can't be with a man that controls me, boys and girls. Rock Lobster. Oh my God. I usually play ridiculous music and dance to it when that one pops up. Let's pick an instrument. Guys, pick me an instrument and we'll find a Rock Lobster cover with that instrument. Please start telling me the instrument name in the chat. Al says, or A1 says, I'm not talking about you personally speaking in general. You're not wrong. There are a lot of guys who morally object to it. Oboe? Oh, God. Hi, Lean. Mwah. How are you doing, sweetheart? Trobolt says, I told my daughter I had an OnlyFans and she flipped out on me. Are you a woman or are you a man, Trobolt? I just got here. What are your plans with OnlyFans? Well, nothing changes for me because I never posted explicit content. I never posted porn videos. It's just nude modeling. So nothing changes. I have invested more and more of my energy into Patreon. So if you want to support me on Patreon, it's patreon.com/DavidsonVideo. I didn't like the association of OnlyFans with hardcore sex work because I'm not a porn star. I'm not a hardcore sex worker. So if you want to see what I've posted there, now's your last chance. So it's now or never, my friends, because I don't know what the new rules are going to be beyond nudity is okay, but anything explicit is not. And they have not defined that clearly yet. You're a man. Okay. Would you focus on your channel that's 64K subs? No, because this channel is currently in some ways much more profitable for me. And I find this channel currently more personally rewarding, though I do still love the playful stuff I've done there. So I appreciated how you supported Dr. Bergstein. Yeah, I've invested substantial effort in making those videos. I took his hour-long speech with his blessing at the end of his video and condensed it down to, a bunch of different minute-long episodes, and it's performing extremely well, beyond my wildest dreams, actually. Millions and millions of views. I didn't think that would be the result, but, luckily it has been. So I have to continue to kind of honor that audience too. So oboe. So let's play the oboe cover because our friend Ingvi from Iceland did pay for this. So I will shimmy around, even though I'm not in the shimmying mood. So Rock Lobster oboe cover. Despacito oboe cover. Ingvi, are you okay with a Despacito oboe cover instead of Rock Lobster? Because it doesn't look like oboe and Rock Lobster exist. Oboe's like a reed instrument. It's like, it's like black. So, bad recorder, says Steppy. This happened today, by the way, Big Bub. They announced it today. You can see multiple articles if you search for OnlyFans bans explicit content. I also created a YouTube short about this. This will affect a lot of people's livelihoods. We shouldn't be applauding this. They will have to migrate to other websites. Another website stands to make, looks like, close to $1 billion off of the influx of new members. I am not talking to them. So some sex workers do. Model Hub is owned by Pornhub. Okay, well then they're going to make a ton of money. So here we go. Here we go. Wait, I don't want to get copy struck because this sounds like he's using oboe and bassoon TikToks. Hold on.
What the instrument you play says about you, oboe edition.
No. What is this? I don't want to get any copyright claims on this. That's why we use weird instruments and find covers. The other one, the Despacito, seemed far too much like it was using the backing track of the original. So, excuse me. Joseph didn't answer the question why he signed a petition to end OnlyFans. So Redacted says, agreed, and that's good to hear. I've always found your content to be artistic and tasteful and funny, of course, and completely appropriate to Patreon. So great. Thank you. So A1 Bogey says, a focus on this channel, then I liked your government apology video. That will probably happen. Yeah, well, I will produce more like that. But any content I produce is always a risk because I'm always offending someone, it seems. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Just because I don't agree with everything that's going on. People try to make it extreme and label you something you're not. I am a kind, giving, well-intentioned, humanitarian, free-thinking, freedom-promoting creator. So yes, I will. I just have to find the right moment, an opportunity to create that content. Hit the like button if you're here. We are discussing today the fact that OnlyFans just banned explicit content. I just spun the wheel. Ingvi paid me $5, and we were playing a cover that I dance to that was played by Oboe. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think about OnlyFans' move to ban explicit content? I'm looking for some feedback. OnlyFans, where random people eat flans. Yeah, I put that because I didn't know if YouTube Shorts was going to be like, oh no, she put OnlyFans, this is explicit. I'm like, no, this is me literally just making jokes and talking about the news. So A1 says, yeah, but as a creative, that's part of it. You know, having people who don't like you or who misunderstand you. I disagree with a lot of fellow creators, but the space needs those with opposing views. I absolutely agree, which is why I think you should populate as many platforms as you can as a creator, and not just the ones that are run by big tech, because big tech currently is engaging in an unprecedented era of censorship, and it's wrong. Because I think societal progress stops and scientific progress stops the moment we start censoring ideas. Big Bub says, I should make one called Phony Fans. I want to find another Oboe cover. Thank you, by the way, if you're here. Hit the like button if you're here. Rock Lobster cover. I want to play it for you, Ingvi, but I really don't feel like dancing right now. It would feel too conspicuous. Whiskey Smile, Rock Lobster cover violin. Rock Lobster stringed quartet, perfect. Can you guys hear that? It's a little... This is the soundtrack for OnlyFans ending. This is the final scene of the movie that was OnlyFans. This is the final dildo solo. Oh yeah! Oh my God, this is just painful, like the end of OnlyFans. Who would even date an OnlyFans girl? A lot of guys, bro. You don't want to date a girl that's like a hottie? That's so hot men would pay to see her naked? Are you kidding me? And most OnlyFans girls are not, I mean, you can't make, generalizations, but most of the girls that I know that do OnlyFans are very monogamous. They just happen to have public clips available. I mean, and also not all OnlyFans creators are the same, right? I don't do sexually explicit content. I don't do sex acts, but other people do. You just have some sort of moral hang up about it, right? Or you want it to be very private. is the end of OnlyFans. The Exodus. Men are hypocrites then. If they consume porn, they should be willing to date a porn star. To a certain degree. Again, I can't tell you what to do. I mean, I understand you might want to date someone with a clean reputation, but at the same time, if you're consuming it in the bathroom, what are you doing, bro? You're not being consistent, right? This is terrible. Thank you. I love this wheel segment because it makes me find terrible, like, weird music. And I appreciate things that are kind of fucked up. Do you guys appreciate things that are a little bit warped? Page. What? I don't see anything. Page? What do you mean? Ouch, Page. What do you mean? Oh, Page Jennings. Sorry. Former porn star has made a site called Vuli, but it's on hold right now as she went to OnlyFans to raise more money. I've been trying to get her to revive Vuli. Men will use it for that and nothing more. Okay, fine. If men use it for that and nothing more, then they're being hypocrites to a certain degree. Because their hand is in their pants, but yet they're wagging their other, they're using their other hand to wag their finger at the same time. I wonder what grade they got on this. Can you imagine being like in the apartment below them as they're practicing this? I mean, they're doing a good job. Like, they're competent, cellists and whatnot. But let's never listen to that again. The end. That was the end. That's the end of OnlyFans. What's Fresh and Fit? I've never heard of it before. You need to mow grass. Go mow that lawn. Go munch that carpet. So Big Bub says, the problem with censorship argument is that people are okay with censorship of things they disagree with and only upset with the censorship of what they like. I have always invited dissenting opinions. My limit is fuck with anything that is profoundly hateful. But anything else, oh no. Are you guys here? My connection's unstable. Hello? Are you guys here? Is everyone here? Check. Say something, please. Oh, every time the phone rings, the connection lags. Weird. Okay, well, I just turned it off. That's funny. Well, you know why it's choppy. Whenever YouTube's like afraid that you're doing something wrong, why can't I do this? I could do this better before I had my illness. This is like the YouTube moderators. They're watching my stream like this, like making sure that I'm not doing anything wrong. No, she's going to talk about breasts. Ugh! But my advertisers. So Al says, I figured OnlyFans would be going down this road when they wanted to go public. So Jonathan says, please look into censorship-resistant decentralized platforms like what, like BitChute? By the way, I am melting. It is a nasty temperature in Montreal today. It's extremely humid for this broadcast. I turned off my air conditioner, which is right there, and I am sweating. Temperature in Montreal. Excuse me. 26. Feels like it's like 30 something. It's gross. It's so sticky. I would like to start a podcast, but again, as you pointed out, I am all over the place a little bit in terms of content, though I don't want to damn myself too much in that capacity because I think that I am sort of focused to a certain degree. But I wouldn't want to do it alone because I only have so much time in the day. I may be wrapping this up soon, guys, probably, closer to the hour mark because I would like to get this live. I think it's a good discussion. I mean, I think we've covered everything. People are dunking on the fact that sex workers will have to migrate platforms or may no longer have a job or are losing money. There's the false perception that this has always been easy money. I'm sorry, it's not. No job is easy. Maybe taking one picture of yourself nude is easy. Try taking 10,000. It's shocking news. Nobody really saw this coming, though we heard whispers of it months ago. And you as a creator can never depend on one platform to always have your back, unfortunately. So Big Bub says, not necessarily hypocrisy, because, for example, someone might like to consume football but might not want to date a football player. So John says the tail end of Hurricane Henry will hit us on Monday. That's why we're getting all of this humidity. So has anybody here, okay, there's only been one person so far that's been impacted by this. They said they had to go mow their lawn, Trobalt. I had another creator here had said that they wanted to start an OnlyFans, but now they won't or can't because it's not going to be an option. The only thing constant is change, my friends. I didn't even finish my coffee. We're like late in the day. So I think I'm almost at the limit of what I have to say about this, guys. Any final thoughts? Android says, are they insane? Hi, Raiku. Long time no see. They want to protect their investors, and payment processors have an issue with adult content for some reason. So they are trying to protect themselves financially. So that's why they're moving to more mainstream content. For good or for evil, for success or failure. I mean, this may result in the imminent failure of OnlyFans because people are currently paying for fitness content and maybe some celebrity content. But I know this for a fact. The less explicit you are, generally speaking, the less money you make on OnlyFans. So they're going to go bankrupt, says Ferret. We'll see. How many people here think that OnlyFans is going to go bankrupt? So we've got Android, Steppy, Raiku. Al says they also have some good recipe and meditation channels. That's good to know. Ingvi, John, 5 people. Donnie's kind of halfway there. So we got 5.5. I wonder if there are going to be any sex workers that like upload a video discussing how much OnlyFans has betrayed them, because they are sort of being left in a lurch. I am a model, but I do not post sexually explicit content. So yes, I have an OnlyFans, though I have been distancing myself from it. If you want to see my content, you're much better going to Patreon, which I will include a link right here in the chat. But OnlyFans has not been explicit yet. Haha. Pardon the pun. About what the new guidelines will be. They will allow nudity, just not explicit nudity. So maybe that will save some girls that are just like mostly posting like booty pics. But then also, how are they going to police this? This is going to open up a huge can of worms in terms of moderation, right? If there are girls still selling like customs, how are they going to prove? I mean, other than I guess the video does get uploaded to OnlyFans, but are they going to prove that the girl's abiding by guidelines? I guess if it gets flagged. But if a buyer doesn't flag it, there are algorithms now, we know, machine learning that can do audio visual detection on videos and kind of try to ascertain what's going on in the video that are contextual. So maybe they'll deploy that, but they're going to need to hire more moderators in the wake of this. So OnlyFans people who do sexual stuff will go to Pornhub. Yeah, that's what people are saying, or ManyVids, or whatever it is that Pornhub owns. I will not be migrating there. I will just continue my work on Patreon. Donnie says company takes advantage of sex appeal and hangs the workers out to dry. Tale as old as time. Well, we were also all taken advantage of on social media. All of these big tech companies built their empires on the backs of free labor and free data. And it's, and now they have all this political power, and they're all high and mighty, a lot of them. Big Bub says that's like Krispy Kreme saying we're no longer selling donuts. No more vagina. No more BJs. I want to see how people have reacted to my announcement on Instagram, my funny video, which maybe isn't even that funny. The only thing I've gotten so far is like the crying emoji. It's supposed to be funny. Oh, my other channel. I posted the other Safe for Work one on my other channel. Hold on, let's see this. Instagram didn't promote it at all. On my other channel, it has 27 views. Censorship fucking sucks. Like, we have to find an alternative to Instagram too. So John says it might have to be like Patreon, where the content is uploaded to Dropbox and there's only a thumbnail on OnlyFans. Yeah, but then they're going to have to police that. And if I know anything about sex workers, they don't like to be controlled. You're from Europe? What part of Europe? Okay, my friends, I probably will now release my Patreon video tomorrow instead of today. I need to get some air. I've worked all day. I'm tired. Oh, you're from Germany. Greets. So thank you for joining me for this broadcast. I will now upload this. We'll let everyone sound off in the comment section down below. Your opinion matters to me because I am open-minded. I'm here. I got your back. I'm all about the no censorship. You've got a friend in me. I will listen to you even if I don't agree with you. I sometimes will respond to you. Sometimes I won't. So y'all take care. Have yourself a great evening. If you're a sex worker, look into the alternate platforms that I had brought up during the course of this broadcast. There are ones. And take care of yourselves and others and stay safe. And I love you all. Peace and love. Bye. Thank you, Ingvi, for the tip.